thank you for coming to SainTs training today.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, just to have a quick discussion with you. Talk about yourself, your journey in security, how you got involved in SainTs training and so on. Yeah. So, what I want to know is how long have you been doing security?
I've been doing it now since, say, 2020. Like,
Okay.
More or less when I got the badge straight away.
Right. But that's when you came to us, right?
Yeah, I've done the training here.
Okay. So and that's when you first got into security?
Yes.
Okay. No, that's good to know. Have you found any elements of security that you've enjoyed doing?
There is, if I'm being honest with you, like, I've done festivals.
Yeah.
I've done like night shifts as well, and I have enjoyed them, to be fair. I mean, it does take a bit of time getting used to.
Yeah.
But, as you say as well, it's who you're with. It helps.
Because I know that after you got your license, we got your job working with us.
Yes.
In Shrewsbury, didn't it?
Yes.
Let's Rock.
Yes.
Yeah. How did you find that? Was that your first time doing a festival?
Yeah, that was the first time.
Okay.
So realistically, I didn't really know what to expect.
Right.
As such, but it was a good eye opener for me.
Yeah.
To be fair, and as I say, it's who you're with as well. What helps.
Okay. Because if I remember rightly, there was like 18 of us.
Yes.
There was a minibus of us.
There was a minibus. Yes.
Yeah. And so we did the day shifts. Do you remember where you were stationed or what you were doing at Let's Rock?
I think Let's Rock first. I was at the bar 2.
Okay.
I was had to stand at one end of the bar, another security was at the other end.
Yeah.
You just had to keep an eye on the bar to make sure nobody didn't try to steal anything or, abusing the staff and that.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
It was,
All right. You mentioned doing night shifts.
Yeah.
Because I remember we worked together on night shifts as well, didn't we? Chester? Yeah. So, how did you find the night shift?
It was, to be honest with you, I didn't really know what to expect, but I can tell you that it was cold.
Yeah.
And you have to stop awake. I think that was the hardest thing, was staying awake. Because, as you say, there was tents at the other end of the field, people were sleeping, you could hear them sleeping as you're walking past. People were building tents and everything, and it was eerily quiet, but it was the cold, and actually staying awake is the hardest thing for me. Was for me.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, because I remember because we were working there with a few other people.
Yes.
And I know that one of the things we had a problem with was one was the cold.
Yes.
But it was just seeing people randomly walk around in the dark.
Yes, and that's another thing as well, because you'd see people going to the toilet and you think, what are they? Are they actually on the field or not? Kind of thing, staying on the premises. But other than that, I did it was all right. It was nice. It was different, put it that way.
Yeah. But at least for people who will hear you talk of your first experience, they'll have an understanding of what they're going to be going into.
Yeah.
The day shifts versus night shifts. And okay, I have a memory of something happening at an event at a night shift to do with someone's car boot.
I'll put it out there now. It was an accident.
So what happened again?
I had my bag, was in the boot. So I walked around to the car now to lift the boot up. It wouldn't open for some reason. So I kept pulling it and pulling it. And then before I knew it, I didn't describe it as...
The latch cover.
Yeah, the latch cover
of the boot.
I pulled it right off. So then, because I know Cheryl loves this car, I know she loves it. And I kept thinking, oh my God, what have I done?
Yeah,
what have I done?
Broke Cheryl's car boot handle.
And I'll tell you now, she was not impressed.
Yeah. And for everyone out there who knows Cheryl, they'll get a gist of, how she took that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any good memories of working?
I'd say when we was doing Let's Rock, some of the groups, like it was like the 80s groups.
Oh yeah.
If you get what I mean, and like, don't forget, I've never been to a festival or anything like that. So to me, I could hear the music and see some of the people on stage, you know, and I'm thinking, yeah, I know these songs
Mm.
because I grew up with these songs as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So, you know, that I could actually be there to see these people in real life. So it was nice. It
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
It was.
Because yeah, it's a lot of 80s groups,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Yeah.
that's a good one. Have you had any surprises while working security?
Well, where I'm working now, I'm going to be honest with you, it's how rude people can actually be.
Right.
That's what surprised me, because you don't really understand unless you're actually in their environment to see how the public, how it can be really rude, and it's unnecessarily rude as well.
Mm. And that's retail security, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
retail.
Yeah. Never done it myself, so it's not something I can talk about from experience, but yeah, I know what you mean by rude customers, and I've seen them in
Yeah.
supermarkets and
It really is
places.
surprising. You'd
Yeah.
be surprised.
Is there any other sectors you think you want to dabble in, explore, or experience?
I think right about now, I'm all right where I am,
Mm.
if I'm honest. You know, because where I'm based as well, a lot of people know who I am, and I know who they are.
Mm.
So, and I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot of people I haven't seen for years and years who keep coming in the shop. I see them, they're like, you know, I ain't seen you for like 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
So, I'm quite all right where I am, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
so I'm happy there, to be fair.
Why did you choose security as a career path?
Because I used to be a labourer,
Right.
you know, outside in the cold, like winter and that, you know, freezing, and I used to do like a window. My friend had a company, so I was doing window fitting.
All right.
And the one year it was snowing terrible, and we was outside in this snow, and we had to fit these windows.
Mhm.
My hands, I couldn't feel my fingers. That's how cold I was. Could not feel my fingers. And I thought, you know something? I thought, I'm looking into something else. I'm going to look into something else. And to be fair, I've dropped lucky with the security, if I'm honest, for the simple reason is, my cousin he's like in charge of a security firm.
Okay.
And he says to me, look, get your badge, and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
So, you know.
Okay, that makes sense why you went to security then. But why did you choose SainTs training?
No. I know this ain't going to sound very good, but, right, what I'm saying to you is, my girlfriend was at the bus stop, and she was walking through town,
Right.
going to the bus depot, and she'd walk past the office,
Right.
and she'd seen SainTs training, free, SIO badge and course.
Right.
So I thought, being me, that it was free,
Okay.
but obviously it wasn't. So I come in now. But to be fair, when I met you, you was behind the desk when I first come in,
Right.
and walked through the door, we talked, you explained to me everything what was going on with the course and that. And Cheryl was there as well, she offered me a drink,
Mm.
you know, straight away. And I thought, well, you know, it feels comfortable,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. So we looked, when we got back now, looked online, looked at reviews, and at the end of the day, as I say, we looked at all the reviews and everybody was saying how good the staff are. And I thought, you know something, I'm going to choose SainTs training still. So,
That's brilliant, because one of the things me and Cheryl have always done is we want people to come here and feel like they're more in a relaxed environment rather than in a classroom, because learners learn in different ways.
yes.
And I know if it was set up like a school or a college environment, people who didn't do well in those establishments will think, oh, this ain't for me.
Yes.
You know, so I'm glad we achieved our objective with you walking in the door. I engaged with you, Cheryl engaged with you, and you felt comfortable enough to say, you know what, I'm going to stick with SainTs training and do what you need to do. You know, sadly, you didn't qualify for the free training because the free training is for 18 to 29-year-olds.
I just want to prove that I'm just a bit older than that.
Yeah, you missed it months. I understand.
Yeah.
I can relate. So no, absolutely. But yeah, it's sad that you were able to qualify for that. Have you ever had to apply any of the training you've had in real life situations?
I'm going to be honest with you, where I work, it's not really as such. It's more, how can I put it? it's more, you're not really hands-on as such. You're more guiding,
Yeah.
if you get what I mean. So you're not really, it's not really physical as such.
Mm.
You know, and then a lot of the situations, you can talk, you know, calm the situation down
Mhm.
without getting actually physical,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, and things like that. So, as you say, don't get me wrong, I could probably use the moves I've learned and that, but to me, I prefer not to.
Absolutely. That's the way to be. Yeah, it's the way to be. Only last resort.
Yes, exactly.
So, no, brilliant. All right, well, Mark, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Sweetie, we'll see you again. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.